Hold on to your seats, Warriors fans. We've got some electrifying news that could change the course of our season. After a lengthy absence, a key player has just returned to practice, and the buzz around the Chase Center is palpable. Will this spark reignite our championship hopes? You won't want to miss the details on this monumental development. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and like the video to stay in the loop with all things Golden State. The latest update on Jonathan. Kuminga is a breath of fresh air for all Golden State Warriors fans. After a tough 21-game stretch sidelined by that sprained right ankle, he suffered against the Memphis Grizzlies. On January 4th, Kuminga has finally returned to team practice at Chase Center. This is a pivotal moment for the Warriors as they gear up for the final stretch of the season. However, let's not get ahead of ourselves. While he's back on the court in practice, the team has made it clear that his return to game action will depend on his continued progress and physical readiness. So, while this is promising news, it's essential to be cautious. The Warriors desperately need Kuminga back in the lineup. He was playing some of the best basketball of his career before the injury, showcasing tremendous athleticism, rebounding prowess, and an ability to score efficiently. I think we can all agree that as exciting as it is to hear he's back in practice, we're all waiting with bated breath for that moment he steps back into a game. Looking at the Warriors' upcoming schedule, my gut feeling is that he might not be ready for the game against the Sacramento Kings, but Sunday's matchup against the Mavericks could be a more realistic target for his return. I don't want to be overly optimistic, but if everything continues to progress well, perhaps that home game against the Charlotte Hornets next week could serve as a soft landing for him. What's crucial is that the team doesn't rush him back, given the severity of his sprain. The last thing we want is to see Kuminga re-injure himself and miss even more time. It's all about striking that balance between urgency and caution. The Warriors have a packed schedule ahead and they'll need Kuminga firing on all cylinders to make a serious playoff push. Now, let's shift gears to the recent addition of Jimmy Butler to the roster. This is a strategic move that has the potential to alter the landscape of the team. Butler is a proven winner, and his experience will be invaluable, especially as the playoffs approach. The synergy he's developing with Draymond Green and Steph Curry is something to keep an eye on. Both players have expressed their excitement about his arrival, and you can sense the energy in the locker room. Butler himself has acknowledged the camaraderie with Draymond, noting how they've bonded over their competitive spirits. It's fascinating to see how two fierce competitors can mesh, and I believe that dynamic will elevate the entire team's performance. The Warriors are in a unique position to leverage this newfound chemistry. But let's be real. The question on everyone's mind is whether this team can win a championship with a trio of aging stars. The prospect of having Butler, Draymond, and Steph lead the charge is tantalizing. But can they withstand the physical demands of a grueling playoff run? I'm excited, but also a bit hesitant. This isn't just about talent, it's about health, stamina, and the ability to execute under pressure. So, here's where I want to hear from you, the fans. Do you believe this is the right path for the Warriors? Is adding Butler the missing piece to the puzzle? Honestly, I'm torn. Part of me is thrilled at the potential, but the other part is cautious about the challenges ahead. And let's not forget about the roster moves. The signing of Kevin Knox and Yuri Collins adds depth, but how impactful will they be? Knox has shown promise in the G League, and while he could provide some valuable minutes off the bench, I think we need to temper our expectations. Collins, while filling a roster need, may not see significant playing time. The recent buzz around Kevin Durant's decision not to return to the Golden State Warriors has sent ripples through the fan base. After a whirlwind of rumors and speculation, it appears that KD himself shut down the potential reunion at the last moment. Why? According to Durant, it wasn't about his past in Golden State or any lingering tension with teammates. He simply didn't want to be traded mid-season. Can you imagine the narrative if he had returned? The jumping on the bandwagon chatter would have been deafening. It's clear Durant wants to carve out his own legacy and not live in the shadow of Steph Curry. Now let's pivot to the current state of the Warriors. With the addition of Jimmy Butler, there's a renewed sense of hope. Jimmy is already proving to be a game-changer, averaging over 20 points in his first few games. This kind of scoring prowess was sorely needed, especially with the team struggling before his arrival. I mean, the Warriors were teetering on the edge of the play-in tournament, and now, with Butler, they seem revitalized. Are we witnessing the beginning of a turnaround? I believe so. But there's more to this story. Jonathan Kuminga is on the mend, and his return could be pivotal. He was playing at an elite level before his injury, and if he can come back and contribute like we all know he can, the Warriors could be looking at a serious playoff run. But here's the question I'm wrestling with. How will Steve Kerr integrate Kuminga back into the lineup with Butler now in the mix? It's a delicate balance. Will Kuminga find himself leading the second unit, or will he be thrust back into a starting role? The dynamics are shifting, and fans need to keep a close eye on that. One thing is for sure. The Warriors' current roster is packed with potential. We've seen flashes of brilliance, but consistency is key. The chemistry between Butler, Curry, and Draymond Green will be crucial. If they can gel quickly, I envision a deep playoff push. But let's not forget, the Western Conference is a minefield. Every game counts, and the margin for error is razor thin. Now, I want to turn it to you, Warriors fans. Do you think the team is on the right path with these moves? Honestly, I'm torn. Part of me feels that this is a calculated risk that could pay off big time, while another part of me wonders if they could have done more to secure a superstar like Durant. What's your take? Are you optimistic about Butler's impact, or do you think the team is still missing a key piece? I urge you to drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your insights are invaluable, and I love engaging with all of you. Let's build this community and share our hopes and dreams for the Warriors this season. Remember, every like on this video is a boost for the Dubs, so hit that thumbs up button. And don't forget to activate the notification bell to get all the latest updates. We're in this together as loyal Warriors fans, and I can't wait to see where this season takes us.